Hi everybody! Today I have our Universal Yums box for February of 2021. I did not receive a box in January because we were not home during the month of January, so I went on the website and had them skip the January box, but I picked right back up for February, so let's open it up and see what treats we got. Ooh, welcome to Ukraine! Our card, our booklet, stickers inside again. I know they had done that a couple of times last year. Maybe that's the new thing. They're not going to put them on the outside anymore. This V-Day I found eternal love with Ukrainian yums. Okay, so maybe this is what they're doing, is when the sticker says the country that the snacks are from, they're putting those stickers inside the box so that it doesn't spoil anything by putting it on the outside of the box. Maybe that's what they're doing. Here's what all of our treats look like when you first open the box. Here is a closer look at the card. And let me see if I can find out a couple of interesting facts to share. I don't know how to pronounce this. L-V-I-V. L-V-I-V. Is the L silent? Lviv? I'm not sure. But that city has been dubbed the coffee capital of the Ukraine. It's the birthplace of the modern coffee house. And Kharkiv is a science hub where electrons were first photographed. Here's an easier one to pronounce, Odessa. This city's famed Potemkin stairs were designed to look endless, hence the nickname Giant Staircase. Okay, we're going to start here where the arrow points us to in our booklet, and that is with roasted garlic rye chips. Oh, they're pictured right there too. Okay, that's handy. This is a really cute bag, although it reminds me of like a bag of coffee grounds. Okay, so let's take a closer look at these. These are roasted garlic rye chips, Ukraine's crunchy, punchy obsession. This Yums package is a reference to Ukraine's most popular food, found on bakery shelves in iconic brown paper bags. Do you know what it is? It's bread. Ukraine is one of the largest grain exporters in the world. Reward yourself with one of these garlicky, finger-looking good rye chips and get ready for tons more delicious fun and grains on our spectacular Ukrainian adventure. I think this is a cute bag. I love that it's a little brown paper bag. Oh, and there's directions on the side of the bag. How do we make our bread chips? So it says they slice the bread, they fry it in oil, they sprinkle it with garlic powder, and then they package it. So I guess if you want to try and make your own, here's the inner bag of the chips. Not a bad portion size. Ooh, that smells interesting. I think it probably is just what rye bread smells like, and I don't eat a lot of rye bread. Okay, let's try one. These are super crunchy, and they are covered generously in garlic powder. Like, it's almost too much, but it's not. And these are just rye wheat bread, sunflower oil, garlic powder, and salt. That is it. These are simple, and these are really delicious. I really like these. Okay, here's our box. Let's see what comes next. We're looking for Ukraine's Dairy Delights Sweetened Condensed Milk Cream Cakes. They're a yellow package. Oh, it's right there. Okay, nice. This feels like a soft package. Ooh, a little cream cake. Sweetened Condensed Milk Cream Cakes. Creamy, rich, and drizzled with local cocoa. After World War II, the Ukraine faced food shortages that forced folks to get creative in the kitchen, which is where sweetened condensed milk, or squishionka, came in handy. Oh, I kind of remember that word. Didn't we learn that word or something like it before? We might have. Squishionka came in handy. Locals used it to stick together bits of leftover baked goods, making simple and sweet no-bake cakes. Okay, so then this is a sweetened condensed milk cake. Okay, well, this looks good on the package. That picture makes it look promising, and it's soft. You can tell how soft the cake is in there. When we first cut it open, that's what it looks like in the package. I'm not really sure what it smells like, actually, but it smells good, whatever it is. There is our sweetened condensed milk cake. There's some cream in the middle, and then there's 2 layers of cake. This is so strange. I can't really identify a lot of what this tastes like. The cream is a little bit different, And the cake tastes a little bit different. Maybe it's just sweetened condensed milk flavored cream. Either way, I really like this. A little bit different. Just not a lot of familiar flavors for me. Really soft and moist and sweet. I really like this. I'm definitely gonna finish this whole thing. Okay, I'm messing with my lighting a little bit. I always am, because especially in this room, it's really hard to get the lighting right with how the window is and just how the room's set up. So anyway, as usual, when you see my lighting change, just pay no attention. Okay, back to our box. Let's see what comes next. Underneath that cake, there's a little purple package. It says baked milk and dark chocolate wafer. Ooh, that sounds delicious. So maybe it's under here. This is it. This is a Polis Big Bar, Polis, a chocolatey coated wafer bar with caramel or caramel, depending on how you want to say it. Ever had the intense desire to simmer milk for over 8 hours? Probably not, unless you're Ukrainian. That's the process behind making baked milk a delicious local breakfast drink. Really? Long simmered milk like baked milk for breakfast? When heated, the milk's amino acids and sugars undergo a chemical reaction that transforms ordinary dairy into a creamy, caramely sensation, which you'll find slathered on this yum between a whopping 11 layers of crispy wafer and a coating of dark chocolate. 11 layers? Well, sign me up. Caramel and chocolate and wafers, that all sounds good to me. So here is our chocolatey wafer bar. That looks pretty thick. I don't know how they fit 11 layers in there, but I'm gonna take their word for it. Maybe I can just bite it and find out. Actually, I'll cut it. Maybe that will help us. Let me cut it on my cutting board. So what do we think? Starting under the chocolate, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7, 8, 9. I guess it counts as 11 between the wafers and the caramel filling. I think it counts as 11 layers in there. Okay, well, let's try it. I like this. This is delicious. I don't know, I just really like the flavor of this. And the little bit of dark chocolate on the outside, it might not look like very much, but there is plenty of it. So it's like a perfect mix. This is a really good little wafer bar. Really like this. I would definitely get this and eat this again. What's next? Now it says a tour of Ukraine. And we have fruit juice filled caramel toffees. We've got 2 candies here actually, so I'm thinking they're gonna be in our little yum bag. Okay, first let's try and find our fruit juice filled caramel toffees. Although that doesn't sound very good. Fruit juice and caramel? I think I've got it. Okay, so these 2 are the fruit juice filled caramel toffees. But as maybe you can see, they don't look exactly like they did in the booklet, so I just wanted to be sure. They have apricot, blueberry, strawberry, and orange. We got apricot, I think. Our booklet says Minky Binky. Oh yeah, it says Minky Binky on the wrapper. Minky Binky, a cartoon monkey. Toffee-filled fruit juice. We get it. This yum seems a little kooky. Yeah. These 2 factories that make this yum in the cities of Vincia and Kremenchuk are responsible for producing 60% of all caramels in Ukraine. So they started monkeying around a bit with their basic product lineup, combined fruit and toffee and named it after a cartoon monkey called Minky Binky. Who are we to judge? Okay, so let's find out if this strange sounding combination is any good. Here's our candy. It's soft, so that's good. I think I can see stuff in the middle. Pardon my bite. I'm showing you where I bit. I think we can see some of that fruit juice filling. Interesting. Despite sounding strange, these are really good. So they're like soft caramels, which I think the caramel, or toffee as they call it, that outside caramely toffee, is a little, I think it's a little plain on its own, and it really needs the fruity center, but together they really do work. Like, it is a really good combination. I just think that they would be a little too plain of a flavored caramel without the fruity inside. But that fruit apricot flavor on the inside was really good, and it just adds like an extra sweetness. Now we're going to try the juice-filled fruit jellies. So more juice, more fruit juice. Varieties of these are pink grapefruit, juicy cranberry, and more. Okay, well, looking at the packages, I don't see anything that tells us which flavor these are. Maybe I'm missing it, but for now, it's just gonna have to be a surprise. Ukrainian fruit jelly is very, very tasty, enough to save a city in fact. According to legend, the city of Volgorod-Kievsky was under siege in the 10th century when an old prophet advised citizens to make 2 fake wells. The first filled with mead and the second filled with kissel, or Ukrainian berry jelly. When invaders arrived, they tasted the food and drink that seemingly came from the earth itself and were so impressed they left the city unharmed. Oh, too bad the city was destroyed during an invasion a few hundred years later. Ready to try some of Ukraine's legendary jelly for yourself? Yes, I am. Ooh, okay, another little soft squishy treat. And you can see that fruit juice filling on the inside. I'm not sure what flavor it is. Hopefully I'll be able to tell. I can't. No, I can't tell what flavor it is, but this has a lot of flavor packed into one little jelly. I like the outside. I like the inside. It really just tastes good and sweet to me. My best guess is a cranberry, but that's all I got. A lot of flavor. Like, I was really surprised when I first bit this. Something like was almost perfumey to me about it. Like, that's how just strong it seems. But I really like this. This is good. Okay, we're going on to our next treat, but I realized that I completely skipped one. I just forgot one on the last page. So we're gonna get back to that big box and actually just do that one last. But for now, let's try the Creme Brulee milk chocolate bar, which is right down here. You may be asking, isn't creme brulee from France? And you'd be right. Ukraine has long taken inspiration from the French. Just look to the country's most famous dish, chicken Kiev. In the 1840s, Russian royals sent chefs to Paris to learn from culinary masters. When they returned to Kiev, they created a chicken version of a French veal dish, and voila, chicken Kiev. This yum, also made in Kiev, takes gooey French creme brulee and adds luxurious Ukrainian chocolate, creating, in our opinion, one of the world's best chocolate bars. Chocolate and creme brulee. That sounds pretty good. The inside wrapper is all gold. How fancy. Here's the chocolate bar. Oh, it's broken in half already. And there's the inside. That must be some of the creme brulee filling. Okay, I'm just gonna bite it. Oh, there's a lot of filling in here. Like, a lot of filling. Like, I think this is really good. And the milk chocolate on the outside is really good also. This is a really rich little chocolate bar. I mean, I'd like to eat more, but I think I'm gonna save it for later. You know what this reminds me of though? This reminds me of like one of those, does anybody even eat these anymore? Caramello candy bars. I love those, and I used to eat them a lot when I was younger. But just how it's like in segments, sorry, and the rest of this is upside down. That's why you can't see all the like little segments to it. But just how this is like in segments and that you can break apart, and then there's a lot of filling on the inside. That's what this reminds me. It kind of looks like a caramello bar, but definitely tastes different than that, and it's very good in its own way. Okay, now we're gonna backtrack in our book to what I forgot, which says hot takes on the classics, wasabi chip strips. We've been doing good so far this whole time for this box, and I think we found one thing that I'm not gonna love. Here's the box. It says, watch me try and pronounce this. I think it says Zolotisti, first word, Zolotisti. Chipsy? Chipsy? Is that can't be right. I have to be wrong. Oh, what's at the bottom? Kartopliani? Okay, yep, I flunk Russian. Can you handle Ukraine's spiciest chip? No, I can't. I just know I can't. Ukrainians can handle their spice. Exhibit A, one of the most popular alcoholic drinks. Horilka literally means burning water, is often infused with red hot chili peppers. And exhibit B is this yum. These long rectangular chips might appear delicate and thin, but don't be fooled. They're speckled with an incredibly strong, ridiculously hot wasabi flavor. One flaky bite and you'll be reaching for a glass of water. Just make sure it's not burning water. Okay, I did not bring water in with me, so I am going to go get some water before I try these. Okay, got my water. Got the spicy chips ready to go. This is kind of a fun box. So like it says chip strips, which is different. And you know how they're like long rectangular sides? So that's kind of cool. And oh, this side says, has the English translation. Golden chips, potato. They are long and thin and they do look delicate. I'm sure these are very easily breakable, but there are a lot of them. I'm gonna take one. Oh man. It's covered in wasabi, obviously, but it's like, look at, it's so green. Oh no. Oh. I have a little half of it. There we go. See, very, very thin and light. And I'm going to try it. And I'm opening my water bottle now. Just in case. Okay, does it smell dangerous? No, not really. It smells okay, so it's probably a fooler. Let's see. Oh, that is so gross. And hot. But mostly gross. Ugh. Is that what wasabi tastes like? Like very vinegary? Ew. Something. It tastes like, I think this is what rubbing alcohol would taste like. So this is surprising. So it's not the heat that gets to me. It's not very hot, at least the 2 bites I took. These are not like burning hot, spice wise, but there's just like, I think it's the wasabi flavor, which I'm just not used to because I don't eat hardly ever, unless something comes in one of these boxes, I don't eat anything wasabi flavored. Vinegar or something. That's what I feel like I'm tasting in here, and it is not a pleasant flavor to me. These are very different and they taste strange, and I do not like wasabi, I guess. So that is all of our treats for this month. That's it. That was 7 treats, and I'd say 6 out of 7 were ones that I liked and would certainly eat again. So it's really everything except the wasabi chip strips, but everything else was good. The rye chips and the sweetened condensed milk cakes and the dark chocolate baked milk and dark chocolate wafer. And then both of our juice-filled candies and our creme brulee milk chocolate bar, all of those were really good. I think the Ukraine has some really good treats. So this is a nice box to kick off 2021, liking so many of the things that they sent. I'm going to be continuing this box for the foreseeable future now in 2021. I have no plans to stop or cancel it at the moment. So I'm just gonna keep getting these great treats and keep making videos opening them and trying them. So thanks very much for watching. I will talk to you soon. Bye.